Good morning, students. Yesterday, we have gone through the introduction of the business organization subject for BCom first semester. Yesterday, we have covered what is a business and what is the nature of a business and what are the various environmental factors in which the business constitute. Today, we will go for the clear-cut understanding of the features of business. You can also say it as the caricatures of business or the characteristics of business. Yesterday we have, while discussing the business, we have defined in our own terms. Business is an entity for economic activity. Business is for profit making. Business in the long run goes for wealth maximization. Business facilitates the exchange of goods and services, and business provides the various requirements of the society by way of its activities and operations. And business itself is an organization also. So, a gamut of overall observations of yesterday's class. Now we will go for the clear-cut understanding of the features or the characteristics of a business. First of all, it is an enterprise. See, we have used this word in a more thoughtful manner. There is a saying in business management that all entrepreneurs are businessmen, but not all businessmen are entrepreneurs. So who is an entrepreneur? The entrepreneur is a person who visualizes before the occurrence of a problem in the business activity or in the economic scenario of the country or a place, and creates his own ideology towards the solving of that problem earlier to its happening, and makes ready an idea to counter-attack the problem which will come after some time by way of strategies, techniques, tools, and even production of the goods and services also, to forcefully encounter the problem when it comes, and the first person to enter into the market through his business by providing the goods and services to stall the problem or the solving the problem by providing the goods and services to the people or customers in the society. So, entrepreneur is a person who takes risk. Entrepreneur is a person who is having an idea and who always see the problem as an opportunity. With his entrepreneurial skills, he develops the solution to the problem before it's happening and gets himself ready to encounter the problem when it happens instantly. So now coming to the question of this enterprise. What is an enterprise? Enterprise is an organization, is an entity. But here the businessman who thinks creatively, who organizes in a modest way, creative way, and provides solutions to all those needs or problems of the customers who will come in future to his business organization. So on the other hand, the businessman can be also called as an entrepreneur also, because with his creativity, with his continuous efforts, with his experience and exposure, he will be going to organize the activities of the organization or the business entity, and himself makes the business organization into an enterprise. So all today's big enterprises are somewhere up before some time they have not started as a small business unit. Because of their entrepreneurial qualities and skills, the businessman has developed these business units into big enterprises today. So naturally, the first characteristic of a business unit or a business organization or a business is enterprise. The second one is the economic activity. Here, in the case of conducting the actions and activities of a business, the businessman always deals with money and equivalent to money for production of, creation of, distribution of, transportation of, communication of his business activity to the customers in the society. So it's overall an economic activity. It involves money, the flow of money, the flow of resources, the flow of funds from one dimension to another dimension. Henceforth, there is a continuity of a cyclical flow of money from one area to another area, one action to another action, in a concurrent manner. Henceforth, it is called as an economic activity. The third one is, it is called as the exchange of goods and services. So, there is a saying, trade means buying and selling. Later we will discuss the classification of business activities and business also in the next class. So the exchange of goods and services, here the businessman provides the goods and services to those needy customers, means the transfer of ownership prior to the sale is transferred into the ownership of the customer or the buyer or the purchaser when once the sale took place. So the exchange of goods and services between and among the customers and the businessman. Henceforth, business, one of the characteristics is the exchange of goods and services. Not only goods but also services. Then what is profit motive? Next one is profit motive. The main intention of any business is profit creation. If there is no profit concept, it is not supposed to be called as a business organization. So the profit motive is the first and foremost or the chief objective of a business. So business is done for profits only. But after some time, on a regular basis, after grounding properly and establishing itself, the profit motive converts into wealth motive also. Even then the initiative is from the profit motive. Profit making is compulsory. Otherwise, the survival and sustainability of the organization is not possible. So one of the objective features of characteristics of business is profit motive. The next fifth one is risk and uncertainty. Yesterday I have disclosed that where there is money related transaction, where there is the interface of the environmental conditions or factors influencing the business, automatically there is a risk, there is an uncertainty. Sometimes the risk is happened because of the uncertainty also. Because of the uncertainty, the businessman may take some wrong decision that may create into a risk to the business organization or the businessman himself or to the entity. So the risk and uncertainty are also the features or characteristics of the business. So businessmen are prone to take risk also, because there is a theory in economics, what we have studied, if you have studied in your class 11th and 12th, theories of profits. There are two theories, risk theory of profit and uncertainty theory of profit. So basing upon that, higher the risk, higher the profit, and higher you promulgate yourself to face the uncertainty, also there is higher profit. But it is compulsory to reel the business unit under the risk and uncertainty on a continuous manner. Next one is continuity of transactions. It is a going concern concept, what we have studied under accounting also. The business unit is supposed to continue forever, and the business unit's longevity should be more. So for that, there is a need on the part of the businessman to continuously look after the transactions and make things happen continuously. Because there is a saying in English also, rolling stone gathers no moss. But it is not possible in business. The more the business rolls, the more the profit comes. So he has to take care, the businessman has to take care that there is a continuity of transactions, starting from production to marketing, distribution, transportation, and so on and so forth. So It's a flow of actions and activities. Business includes the flow of actions and activities. The next one is creation of utility. So generally the businessman, what the businessman will do? He acquires the products, he stores the products, he sells the products as and when the customer approaches or there is a need on the part of the customer or to the society. So here the businessman provides three types of utilities: time utility, place utility and need utility, customer need utility. So he converts the needs into utilities by way of making it place utility and time utility also. Apart from that, he stores the products and provides and creates the utility by safeguarding the quality and quantity of the goods to the extent of its transaction to the customer with the businessman. The next one is organization. So there is a definition as far as the organization is concerned. Organization is an association of persons. While doing the business, most of the times the businessman, even though he is a sole trader, even though he is a partner, it is not possible to conduct the business individually. So he will recruit some people. He will take the assistance of the people for doing the business actions and activities on a regular basis. So he hires people, he appoints people, he manages the people, he organizes the actions and activities of the business entity. So where he will be going to use the people, he will formulate a structure and he will mix the people and structure effectively for making the organization successfully function on a continuous mode. So it's an organization. It's an organization, it's an action, it's an activity, it's a process. The next one is financing. The business needs capital. It may be a fixed capital or a working capital. But until and unless financing is a continuous process, the conduction of business action and activity is not possible. So regular financing, regular capitalization, a regular flow of funds is enunciated through it. So the businessman has to continuously work out for better management of the working capital, because he is supposed to deal with current assets and current liabilities also during the course of organizing the business actions and activities. So financing is an integral part of the business. Henceforth, it's one of the features or characteristics of business. The next one is customer satisfaction. The more the customer satisfaction, the repeated the customer enters into your shop or your business entity, and the more probability of occurrence of a sale. So the businessman has to eye on always the customer needs and satisfaction. So in order to promulgate higher satisfaction among the customers, what all necessary steps to be taken by a businessman are supposed to be taken without any second thought, and the customer satisfaction is the prime objective of the businessman always should be. Henceforth, the customer satisfaction is the end result of the business, you can say. So higher the customer satisfaction, higher the turnout, higher the customer, higher the participation, higher the sale automatically. So business management, business organization should have features of customer satisfaction. The last one coming to that, satisfying social needs. As yesterday I told you that business is performed in a society, in a place where there are people. Where there is an isolated area where nobody is there the business unit is established, there is no utility for organizing the business activity. Henceforth, the society needs, the customer needs, the personal needs, the family needs, the group needs, and all such type of social oriented needs are supposed to be delivered by the business unit from time to time. Henceforth, satisfying those social needs which arise from time to time is also the one of the objectives or features or characteristics of the business. Okay? So these are the features of the business. Thank you very much.